Okay, yeah, welcome back. So today we will be discussing on a special topic. So it's basically about a new tool. So for this we have with us Sanjay actually to talk about his new tool. So in recent past, if you've seen in our channel, we have spoken about Appium for mobile testing, and then after that Protractor for the Angular applications, and then we have seen few stuff about the API testing. But now we are shifting our gear to the Selenium because now the budget is coming about Selenium 4 this year, and now here we have this Selectors Hub from Sanjay Kumar. So that's where actually it made me motivated to move towards the Selenium, and then you will be seeing few of Selenium related stuff in upcoming sessions. So that's pretty much about that, and I won't be talking a lot about Sanjay Kumar because you know him as a crowpath creator, right? And then now he is coming with a different tool, and he have more power to this tool, and which he want to share with you all. So enough of this talking. So now I'm handing over to Sanjay. Yes, Sanjay, it's all yours.
Thank you, Sunil. Thank you for the great introduction and giving me this opportunity to interact with your audience and community here. And I'm more than excited to share about this new tool, a new reality selector sub, and what all good things it has and what all problems it has solved, which were never possible before. And I'm sure, like pretty much all the audience and everybody knows that I'm not the part of Crowpath journey anymore. And yes, so just wanted to update. And here is the new reality selector. So there are like a lot of challenges and a lot of mistakes which I had done in past, and with the, I got like so much feedback from the community and the people that by using your innovation that we are losing our skills basically, like because there's whenever we talk about any tool or any automation tool in any technology, we always have that fear that we will lose this skill. And the same with happened with my previous innovation, because people were saying if we will use an xpath tool we will lose our xpath writing skills. If we will go in any interview, like, oh, when interview will ask like, can you write a selector for this, because we have copied from tool. So until unless if we are not an expert, we shouldn't use a tool. Like, yeah, I never found any trainer, any YouTuber, anybody experts has ever recommended to a beginner or even a like pro guy who is right means getting expert or writing playing with expert, they would have ever suggested to use an expert tool. Keeping that feedback in mind and about the learning and skills, I thought like we I should build something that will uh, keep learning in mind, keep the thinking of this concept of learning in mind, and then there it starts saving time for you, which can help you, which can save your time as well as at the same time it can improve your skills of writing selectors. So that's where I started working on that idea, and here it is selectors hub, which is a new reality. Like it was never possible that if we can build a selector within a second, like in few seconds, just like 2-3 seconds, we can build our own XPath, own CSS selector. So that's where this selectors hub innovation all about, and it has like a lot of unique features which were like it was like impossible before. It was never possible at all. Like uh, Shadow DOM, Shadow DOM support. It was never possible for Shadow DOM. Error message, like what kind of error is there in my selector, in our XPath, in our CSS selectors. Those all things it has, and it has so many amazing and innovative features which will help a lot to grow you and your skills on XPath and CSS selector. So I would like, rather than presenting a PPT or something, I would directly show how to install it, how to use it, and what all features here. Because presentation PPT people have seen a lot, but
Right.
it will be best for your audience uh,
Yeah.
that it will uh, we will show the like direct features.
Yeah, a
Have you
practical
started the
usage of
recording?
that.
I'm sure you have it.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Then I'm trying to share my screen.
Sure.
Host
Yeah,
disabled. Could you please make me host so that I would be able to
sure.
share screen?
Give me a moment.
On my pic there is a 3 dot
Yeah.
button.
Yes. Yeah, over to you.
Perfect. Yes, thank you. I got the control. Let
Yeah.
me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So here's the website, SelectorsHub.com. You can see that, I believe. So if you see I mean, directly where to install and how to install it, it's very easy, just single step. And there's no dependency for it, like no browser dependency, no other plugin dependency, and all the versions, like whichever version you will be having, like 80, 81, 82. So I guess current version of Chrome is 84. So it is available for all the browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Opera.
Yeah.
So uh, let's say you want it for Chrome browser. So very first thing, if you forgot, like this is SelectorsHub.com. It is available here. All the information and everything is here. You just click on Chrome. If you want to install it on Chrome, Firefox and all, I will show you. So here you go. This has just been 10 days and you see the like
Yeah.
ratings and the number of users. So the tremendous amount of like people are loving it like anything. Already it is mentioned in the skills and
Yeah.
resumes, people calling it lifesaver, and huge amount of good
Oh.
amount of response. So once you add it here, so this is a like new feature of Chrome. You can say feature or the thing they have introduced, that once you will add here your extension in your browser, so you will see that extension icon is not available here. This is the ChromePath logo here, just to let you know that that logo is not visible here. So don't worry, this is a new feature in Chrome, that whichever extension you will add in your browser, they will not directly show in your browser here in the toolbar. So you have to click on this, whichever extension you want to see here, that you can edit here. Okay, so one second. Uh,
Maybe you need to
okay,
restart.
so here it's a simple one. Like after adding the extension, what I was telling you guys, like we have installed the extension. Okay, so I was explaining that selectors will not show here. Like none of the extension logo will show here. So you just click on this pin to toolbar. Now it's available in your browser there. It's very simple. After adding, either you restart the browser. Best is like you restart the browser, or whatever tab is already open, you just refresh those tabs which are already open if you don't want to restart, because so that your extension will get the reloaded like fresh DOM. This is only one time, like whenever you will install the first time extension. Next time onward, there's no need. Like you just click on here, new tab, and open the website, and there you can start. Simple. Okay. Coming to the features now, the very first feature and the best feature which it has, which everybody is loving, that uh, like it is always suggested to build our own xpath.
Yeah.
So that is the thing it has, that we can build our own xpath without wasting any time, within a few seconds, without compromising the learning. So you see, let's say for example, is it visible? I have zoomed it now.
Yes.
Perfect. Which, let's say we'll inspect this innovation inspired automation. This element we have inspected. Now we have to write an xpath for this element. So how we do it from DevTools or any other tool, in fact. So we'll do /p, and then if we have to, let's say, make it with text, because generally these kind of class are like very dynamic. Okay, so many times this issue you will face, that we are not able to copy. In fact,
Yeah.
just when I'm clicking on this, I'm trying to click on this, but the value is not getting clicked. So because this is already highlighted, so I can't click on that value when you will highlight. So these are the issues which we are facing in DevTools. And then we'll do text is equal to, and you see that zunk value is there now, a space is there, so that we will have to remove, or contains text, etc. So a lot of those things we are wasting time there, and this is showing 0 of 0 and a lot of things. Let's do the same thing with the help of SelectorsHub. So after adding SelectorsHub, you will see that where it will be visible, because many people doesn't found the SelectorsHub tab. They found the difficulty where is the SelectorsHub tab. So guys, make sure that there on the left side in Elements tab is there. On the right side, these we call as sidebars. like styles, computed, event listener, DOM, breakpoints, etc. And here you will see that two arrow icons. If selector sub is not visible, click on these two arrow icons. Selector sub will be the last tab, or else you expand it for the better view, and there it will be visible. Because I have zoomed it, so that's why it is looking like little font big and weird. Now here you see the magic here. You just start typing here, /p, and there you go. Simple. How much time we have taken? Like hardly 2-3 seconds, not even 2-3 seconds. Imagine like within 2-3 seconds, we have built our own XPath, whatever our choice is. Like you want to, let's say we want to build with any properties, like any attribute. So you just drop in the drop down, you just scroll whichever drop down you want, you can pick that. Let's say we want us to create a CSS selector. So, you just type dot and then it will create your CSS selector with the dot. If there will be ID, you can just put the hashtag. And in fact, this is very helpful in case of like when developers are using it. Like developers used to write a CSS selectors a lot, and they used to remove all the spaces in the class name by dot, dot, dot everywhere. So suppose there is such a class, is there such a big class? You copy this class, they will put it in DOM, then document.carry selector, whatever they will do. And then what they will do, everywhere they had to remove this dot, dot, space with dot. And this is, believe me, like they are doing this way. They are doing this way. And everybody does that. And so much time they're wasting. What they have to do here, just put the dot and everything is ready for you. So it is, because see, where is the learning? Learning is like, how to create. But by copying the value from the DOM, we are not learning. We are just wasting time there. So that time it is going to save for you. And that's how it will give you more time to do other stuff, to learn other stuff. So that's where selectors of people are loving it. You want to create with ID CSS selector and you put just hash and there you go. So for and one more important point to catch here, like for whichever element you want to create, it will suggest the auto suggest value for that element which will be inspected here. Like I hope like that makes sense for you all who are watching, that you have to inspect, because it will, if it will start suggesting complete DOM here, like as soon as you type // and a, if it will start suggesting all the tags which are there in the DOM, that will not make sense, because then you will have to like, oh my god, hundreds of tags is showing, so which one to select? It will always suggest the which one you have inspected. So whichever element you want, you just inspect that. In fact, like you do the same thing in the DOM as well while making. So you just inspect that and there you go, you can make it.
Great.
Now, other good thing is like it used to suggest you all the following siblings, preceding siblings, ancestor, descendants. So if anything will be there, it will suggest you everything. So let's say, for example, this li is there. Okay. Then now we want to build something. Let's say you want following siblings and you don't know what all following siblings this has. So you just type following sibling. It will show you which all following siblings it has. So if it will be similar, then it will be like show that one like li. Let's say suppose 10 LIs are there as in the following sibling, then it will show following sibling as li. So that you can select it from here, and that's how you can build. If you want like preceding sibling, ancestors, you want like, let's say you as a beginner you don't know what are the ancestor for this element, you just type an. Here it will show all the ancestors. So it basically makes your life so much easy that you need not to scroll up and down in the DOM. And if you want like descendants, everything it used to show. And it has like those small keywords. Let's say you want with the position, so it shows that position, last, all those options it has. Suppose you want to create with the AND option. You want to create a selector with AND or functions, right? So you just type and then @ so those options it will show you. And an or function is there in XPath, right? So it shows all those functionality, basically makes much simpler. Then when you will be, as soon as you start typing, like what suggestion it will show, whether it will show XPath suggestion or CSS suggestion for you when you will be typing. So it is smart enough that as soon as you start typing your selector, it will understand whether you are writing an XPath or CSS selector. So it will give you, if you will be typing XPath, then it will give the XPath options. If you will be typing CSS selector, then it will give you the CSS selector option. So now we have typed the xpath. So it will giving the all the xpath, and it highlights that these are the xpath options. So which will make you easy. And if you will be, let's say, typing CSS, then it will suggest you that all the CSS options, uh, format of CSS options. And you see it as it is suggesting ID dollar, that cap contains kind like for CSS selector, those contains and all. So these are the syntax for CSS. So it suggests those all those syntax, and makes pretty simple for you to write those kind of selectors. Then it has a lot more good feature as well, like you have to copy this value and you doesn't want to copy like command A command C, then you just click anywhere in this box and what value will be copied, or you click on this editor box, title box, the value will be copied. If it is finding and you see that it also highlights that matching element in your UI with the dotted line, so you will get to know that okay, so this xpath is for this element. And if you hover on this and here it shows the matching node. So if it like anywhere hidden somewhere, let's say for example we inspect the selectors hub, we inspected this selectors hub and we form h3 this selectors hub. Okay, and suppose if it is somewhere hidden over, so what you do, you just type and hit enter, it will scroll to the viewable area, that particular matching element. So it will make easy for you that okay, so this is my xbar is somewhere that will be hidden, it will scroll down. And if it is finding more than one matching node, it will highlight all of them, and you can see here, and when you will hover the first element, highlight first element, it's showing in orange color. So if you hover on that, it will change the color, so that you will get to know that which element is where.
And it scrolls automatically.
This is
great.
Yes, it scrolls automatically. Put it into the viewable area.
Yeah.
And then okay, so any questions, Sunil, so far? I'm speaking from long.
And I think it's great actually, because one thing I felt good about the scrolling part, and then I mean it's good that it's not giving the entire DOM actually, because people might feel what do you call hectic, and they need a filter actually. Okay, which one I need? So I
Yeah.
think it's basically, and
Yes.
we don't actually want to have I mean know all the DOM elements, right? The only we are hitting to the
Yes.
target only. Yeah, good.
Yes. Then again, that will be like so challenging, because then it will start showing thousands of elements in the suggestion. So it should be like crisp and clear which one you want. So basically, that as you well said, that filter word. So yes, you inspect that element, that will become filter for selector sub, and then from there they can like
Yeah, true.
use the
Yeah,
auto suggest.
yeah.
Then we come to that part like where the challenge was for everyone. And from the day when the web was invented, it was never possible to verify or write in CSS selector or xpath for Shadow DOM. So you see that Shadow DOM wasn't like such a big challenge for everyone. When they were writing a CSS selector, I'm sure like you must be knowing that xpath doesn't support CSS Shadow DOM, or Shadow DOM doesn't support xpath, vice versa. So for that they write the CSS selector. Now suppose any element is inside Shadow DOM. So for example, this is inside Shadow DOM, this is shadow root for this element. So this is inside Shadow DOM. Now if they will write the CSS selector for this element, so how they will write, like if they suppose ID is there, okay, so hashtag input they will write. But here in DOM it is showing 0 of 0. So we'll think like, oh, this is 0 of 0, so we should not use. But we know that even DOM doesn't support Shadow DOM. So what we will give a chance. We will try this in our script, and then we will execute our script. We will see whether this is working or not, because Selenium and all they support, like there's a way to handle the Shadow DOM elements in automation API. So when you will execute that script, then you will be actually able to verify whether that CSS selector which you have written for Shadow DOM elements is correct or not. Now you see that for one element they are executing the entire script. then suppose that element is not, that CSS selector is not correct, then again they will write, again add their in script, execute it, try it. That hit and trial goes 2-3 times. Suppose if any element is big, if easy is fine, like one execution. But in fact, like 10 elements, if you will have to write for Shadow DOM elements, xpath, CSS selector, it will take like whole days for you, whole day. Because one element you will write, then you will execute a script, then second you will try, then third, like that. Because you don't have anything to verify. But and in fact, like many beginners and people doesn't know whether this element is inside Shadow DOM or not, because not everybody is expert in, is an expert that the shadow root is means that this element is inside Shadow DOM. People will think, okay, this is something wrong I'm doing. They will leave it that element, and they may just waste whole day. Why it is showing 0 of 0, though I'm writing the correct CSS selector, right? Isn't it? Hashtag
Yeah,
input is correct
right.
for this element, but here it's showing 0 of 0. Either dev Chrome DevTools is wrong or something else. So no need to worry. Now SelectorsHub is here to help you to learn more and solve this problem once and forever. You see that immediately you open SelectorsHub, immediately it's highlight that it is inside Shadow DOM. It is showing that blue color in Shadow DOM. So now you just type hashtag input, and there you go. It is telling you that this is one element, and here you can verify this. It is highlighting as well that element which is matched, and it is showing that which all matching nodes here, all the matching nodes here, and everything, all those features like normally smooth for you. So that's where, that is the power of SelectorsHub, and this has solved once and all that problem which we were having from so long, and it
Yeah,
made easy. And if that element will not be inside Shadow DOM, it will tell immediately like color will change, and then you will be able to write the xpath and all. And if it is inside Shadow DOM, you will see that here the placeholder will be showing that enter CSS selector only, as xpath doesn't support for Shadow DOM. So all that. So this is going to this is a game changer basically, which is like very first time there was no tool in the market. This was never possible. Shadow DOM supports for the element, and this is the very first time it is going to solve the problem for everyone.
true. And like even like if the shadow root, like let's say that in that element, if there is only one or two elements are there, it can be visible within that window, right? In your inspector window.
Yes,
But
yes,
let's say that it's
yes, yes,
like 10 or 15, then your shadow root, that initial hash shadow root, that goes up of your screen, right? And you might not be knowing
yes,
that
yes.
it is under your shadow root or something. Yeah.
Correct, 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 correct. Very well said. Very well said. Actually, in fact, that you are right. The same example is here only, that you see that this input, this shadow root is different, this shadow root is different,
Yeah.
this input is not inside this shadow root. So actually people will think that this is not inside shadow root.
Yeah.
It, you will have, we, because I knew it that it is inside shadow root, and it is all the way we have to scroll. This shadow root is inside that in that
Yeah.
input is inside this shadow root, you see, such a long. So very well explained from you. And but here in SelectorsHub, immediately it tells you that this is inside shadow root. So makes your life easy and solves everything for you. Thank you for adding that point. Then another challenge comes in our life is that we never get to know that error message. What is wrong in our selector? Suppose we have written an XPath. For example, let's say we'll write this one, /h3, and this we have written. Okay. And by mistake, we have missed that single quote here in the, now you see that it's showing 0 of 0. But if you are an expert, then okay, we might immediately find that there is a missing single quote. But still we will struggle with that why it is failing, why it is showing 0 of 0. We will think that there is something wrong in our XPath or element not found. This is a simple scenario, right? So what you do, if you will copy this same value here and put it here and hit enter, it will tell you that this is invalid XPath and single quote is missing, so that you can fix it here.
Right.
This is going to very helpful for the beginners, experts, and everyone, because they will not waste any time. For a beginner, because they doesn't know the syntax of selectors, XPath, so they can learn like what they are doing wrong, because DevTools will always tell them 0, 0 of 0. It is never going to tell you that you have written wrong XPath, wrong CSS selector, not the correct syntax. So how to solve that problem? And for the expert, they will be looking, okay, what wrong I'm doing, what wrong I'm doing.
Yeah.
So there they will be wasting time. But here it will solve that problem. Suppose,
Yeah.
and like many times what happened while debugging the code, because most of the time our script why fails, UI automation script due to fails due to selectors problem. So matching element not found or stale element. While copying the value from your script and then you paste here in the dev tools, many times we miss small things while copying. Let's say we miss this close bracket, and it happened a lot, believe me, like it happened a lot. Many a times we miss that square, closing square bracket, and here in the devtool it will show 0 of 0. But now in SelectorsHub, when you will paste it, it will tell you that invalid XPath, close bracket is missing, closing bracket is missing. So it tells you what is missing. If an beginner is start typing, let's say he has typed, so after closing bracket, what is allowed, what is not allowed, so that all it will tell you. If you're writing, let's say, CSS selectors, and then you did something wrong in your CSS selector, then it will tell you that what's wrong in your CSS selectors or not. If there will be like anything wrong you will be making, let's say that invalid CSS selector, semicolon, yeah, that is not allowed, what is allowed, not allowed. So everything tells you what is missing, not missing. If anything is like, let's say, blank value is there, invalid selector value inside square bracket is missing, so all that it is going to help.
Yeah, I think many of the beginners, I have seen like they tend to put that as a double quote actually. Like if you say at the rate, let's say some ID equal to, and they put that in a double quote because HTML DOM shows the attribute values in the double quote, right? And then
Yes,
sometimes it
yes, yes,
might not throw the proper, what do you call, highlight.
yes, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. So all those, like, it will help them that what is wrong and what is not wrong in your selectors. So with that, it is going to help a lot.
Great.
Then it has lot more features, like it has iframe support, it has SVG element support. Yeah, SVG is very good one, which it supports, like, because what happened like many times that we don't know, I'm not sure like how many viewers or people knows that SVG elements selectors has the different pattern, like XVG has the different XPath pattern to write. It is not the standard like double forward slash tag name and then we type attributes at the rate, something like that. It is not. It has the different syntax altogether. And in fact, like I was not aware till last 2 years. When I was working in Selenium, I was never aware that SVG elements we can write. In fact, we can write the selector for SVG element, and in fact, like what is the pattern, I was never aware. So it is really good for the people, those who are they are lucky that they are going to have this SelectorsHub, and now these solutions are available for them. Because in our career, when we were writing, we were verifying the selectors for Shadow DOM, these errors and these SVG. So all this is making life easy and saving a lot of time for them and good learning for them. So you see that SVG here. So if we write that double forward slash SVG here, you will see 0 of 0 it is showing. This is not the correct pattern. And in fact, like if we inspect this value here and SVG or SVG child, you copy this XPath, copy XPath value, and if you paste it here, it will show 0 of 0. So in fact, like DevTools doesn't support basically. Now, if you open SelectorsHub, immediately it tells you that this is SVG element. It highlight in pinkish color here and tells you that this is SVG element. Now you type here. As soon as you type double forward slash, it will tell you the correct format of SVG. What is the correct format of SVG tag? So that's where it help you. And then you type and you can like make your own CSS selector, whatever way you, your XPath or CSS selector for SVG elements. And that's how it helps you a lot. Like you type, it will give you. And if you like, if your element is not SVG element, then it will suggest you that this is not SVG or what, normal. Then it has like iframe support. So as soon as you will inspect the element, if that element will be inside iframe, that immediately tells you that this element is inside iframe, and here you can start typing and verifying your your elements which are inside iframe, and that's how you can do it simply, very simple, and it's highlight as well. And I would recommend like those who are watching it, like to, because we are not everything explaining in very detail, so there will be some limitations, and how to you make the best use of this Shadow DOM feature and iframe feature. I would recommend you, there are videos here, so please watch these videos, iframe and Shadow DOM, to understand in details how they work, if they're not working somewhere at some position, like what is the like limitation. So all those you can get in details from here. So these are the good features about Selector 7. It has like bunch of features, and in fact, like I'm more than excited to tell you guys that all the viewers hear that this selectors of what you have seen in this demo is not even 10% of the real selectors of which will be rolling out soon. You will see in upcoming. So there are like very good features in the pipeline. Amazing features are coming, and in fact, few things are so amazing that they will change the entire definitions of selectors. So stay tuned for that. And saying that, like, if you have any question, or at any point of time you forgot, like, so all the important links are here. Here is the like download link. So at any point of time you forgot, like for other browsers from where to download, you click on this. This is a home page of SelectorsHub, so you can come at any point of time and check like what all things are there, what new is there, events, like any events will be coming. Those all things you can find. Blogs, I would recommend you guys, like when you start using it, before like you will be having, for sure you will be having a couple of questions that why this is not working, that is not working, where it is working. So here are the frequently asked questions. So I would recommend you at least go through them once, because the very first frequently asked question is that it is not working on my website. So what people do, they open a new tab and they feel that this is google.com, but actually this is a blank tab, right? You see there is no address, URL in the address bar. So I would request you guys, please make sure that you have opened the google.com. You're not trying on blank tab. The reason saying that on the blank tab it will not work, because it requires the DOM, actual DOM it required. So that's why please open the website, and none of the extension works on the browser store. So please don't try on direct on the browser store where you add the extension in that page. Another important point is yeah, actually I should mention it before. The very good thing about this tool is the security. This is the most secured plugin. Most secured, why I'm saying the most secured plugin, because as soon as like this is most secure while others are not as secure as this is region. As soon as you open your website, let's say you have opened twitter.com, and whatever extension you have installed over there in your browser, what they does, they immediately inject the script in your website, no matter whether you are using the tool or not plugin. They will inject. So they have already injected their script in your website. Beauty of this tool, SelectorsHub, it will not inject a script in your website until unless you will not open the SelectorsHub tab. So that's the best thing about this tool, that it won't interact. If you want to use, then only it will inject. So that's the good thing. And it will, the performance, it has the 100% performance. It will never make your browser slow, because it is like saved in your local. It is not interacting or doing anything until unless you have not opened. While other extension, they immediately inject the script in your browser as soon as you open website. They don't care like what you have, whether you are using or not. It runs only on your local. So, and it doesn't fetch any user data. It runs only on your local system. So there's no security problem, nothing like that. You can get approval if it is not allowed in your company. So you can get approval, and you can reach out to me to get in written from me that I'm not fetching any data. It is running in your local. It is completely, absolutely secure plugin.
Yeah,
Then
that's a good point
one
actually you
important,
mentioned, Sanjay. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. And if you have any doubts, any questions, all those like questions are frequently asked question I have tried to mention here. So there will not be any issue. And if you have any time, anything you want from me in return from security purpose for your from your company, get the approval, you can reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help you. And there are like all those options here. Where's that page? So you see, sorry. And guys, I'm working full time on this product. I'm not working for any company. Just to let you know, guys, that I have left the job. I have left everything. I'm full time working on this product to support the community. And there's like no source of income, and it is absolutely free. I will be working for community only. And how I will be running, so that is the most important question. Like everybody used to ask Sanjay, like you have left the job and you are not you are building the free product for community, then how from where you will get the money? So guys, I will get the money from the donations from you. Also there's a donation button here, so if you feel that you are saving something and you want to support me, so you can make a small donation, like one-time donation, or you can be a patron here. And not just only through money you can support me. There are a lot of ways. You can make a tutorial. You can join the community selectors of community here. So like you can help in the designing, in the testing of beta version. You can write the blog articles on SelectorsHub so that it reach to all the audience and people, and they can take the benefit. So there are multiple ways that you can support SelectorsHub. And I'm working alone right now on this product with a community feedback and community support. So people like Sunil and all, everybody is supporting on this. So that's how it is growing. And if you have any question anytime, you can reach out to me on SelectorsHub Slack channel. So here it is. I would request you all, please follow and share it on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all the icons here. If you found any issue, so here you can click, you can raise any PR or anything you want to use. You see unable to find xpath using SelectorsHub. So like that you can raise here. I would be like, I'm very active here and will be solving all those issues. So always here. And I would request you guys, please add your review here so that others will get to know about this tool, like what are features here. And because how people use any tool is like when they read the review about it, because before choosing any tools, people read about it. So they will get to know like what all features it has and what is the user experience. Because I will say good, but when user will say good, and then you will understand the value of that, then people will believe. So please, I would request you rate here and review here, add the review, and share as much as possible. And here, if you want to sponsor, if you want to support, so you can anytime reach out to me. Here, don't forget to check out here, because what happened, like many times people think like it's not working for my website, it's not. So all those like small FAQs has been added here, instruction, immediate instruction. One more important point, like when you will open like this as a separate window, so I would request you that after downloading like this, first open your website. Let's say you have opened your website, and then you open your dev tools and it opened like this, like as a separate window. That time it might not work, because security reason Chrome doesn't have given the access of your website, because SelectorsHub is not injecting its script in your website without letting you know. So because this is open, this DevTools is currently opened as a separate DevTools. So it could be accessing all the tabs. So that's why for whichever website you want to use SelectorsHub, always open DevTools in the bottom, or like the sidebar, or like that way. But it should be attached with tab. So that's where there will not be security flaw. So this is for your security purpose, because many times like payment page in the banks, like they used to open different iframes, right? So you know that. So that is the security thing. So that's why it has been secure. I just told you this, but you guys would never face this problem, just to get you like, because sometimes they're like in thousands of people, one people will open that way and then they will try. So yeah. And in fact, like if you want to work in that way, separate window as well. So here is a solution. First, open your website, open the dev tools. First, try. Let me show you how. First, open the website, open dev tools, open SelectorsHub here. It is working perfectly. Now, SelectorsHub knows that you want to use SelectorsHub for this website, right? Now you make it separate, no problem. It will work like champ. So basically, you have to tell that SelectorsHub, I want to use it for you for this website, and I'm giving you the access for this website. So there's no security flaw. It has been made as like very much secure. Keeping that in mind.
Yeah, it's a good point
So
actually,
yeah, I
Sanjay, you
guess it's
mentioned
been a
because
long, yeah.
yeah, because you mentioned correctly. Sometimes people might work in a multi-monitor and then they tend to separate it and then they will just browse that and then go ahead with that. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, yeah, yeah.
I think it's pretty good that you have pinpointed to the great features of this. Like one is your iframe, SVG, and shadow root. And then one feature I liked is that is suggesting that. So I think for the new folks also who just want to learn what it is, they can just type A to Z and they can get the available features of the XPath or CSS selectors.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes,
that's
right,
really
right.
great actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And apart from that, yeah, thank you, Sunil, for adding those points. So if you want to use for other browsers, so it's a simple, and I have kept the similar functionality for by putting a hell lot of effort on all the browsers. So there will not be any single thing. Every feature you will find, say, in Firefox as an Opera browsers, and believe me, guys, it was never easy to make similar on all the browsers, because Firefox and Chrome has like different all together APIs. They have different support. So it's for other people it will look like, okay, so this is same similar code or same code in all the browsers. It is not at all same. It has, I mean, a lot of effort has gone behind it, day and night. So it was never an easy job to make same for all the browsers. But here I'm here to work hard for you guys, and there you go. Like, you can inspect, and same way it will be working for Firefox. So you will not find any difficulty. You have not to worry about, like, okay, so in Chrome it is different, in Firefox it is different, in Edge it is different, Opera it is different. So it is not different. It will be similar in all the browsers. So yes, you can try in all the browsers, and I would request, like, please add the review and share it with community and with your friends, colleagues. So those who will be facing these challenges, they are not able to learn about selectors. That will help you a lot. And if possible, please add the review and make a small donation that will help me to run this community for free for forever. Yeah. So that's pretty much. And if you have any question, anytime, any query, reach out to me, bug me. I would request not immediately give the bad rating if you found anything like any feature or anything missing. I would request you, please, please, please read the FAQs, so you will understand that what is the reason that why this feature is this way. Or if you have any suggestion or anything, reach out to me, talk to me, like discuss with me. I'm 24/7 available on all the platforms like Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you can reach out to me. So I will discuss and I will fix those issues immediately for you. Before giving it bad rating, think about like how bad and how much effort has been gone. Because sometimes what happens, like, people open and they open blank tab, and they will say like, okay, it's not working for my browser, and they just give uh, one rating. So reason being said that I'm saying why, because 100 people, if 100 people gives the like 5-star rating, and if one people gives the 1-star rating, it will immediately bring down the like complete rating from 5 to 4-star, and it will never reach, like, it will be like impossible to again come back to that. So that is the reason I'm asking, requesting for that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a good that you have mentioned all the main features of this, and then yeah, I would echo the same thing which you spoke because I wanted to talk about the community support at the end because it can't be possible with the, I mean, without the community, right? To spread or like to give a
Yes, yes,
donation or else be part of it. I mean, the way we can do that. So definitely, I will do my part, and then the same thing I would urge to all the viewers or all the people, those who are leveraging this tool, they can, I mean, they can be part of this as they can. Yeah.
yeah, definitely, Sunil. Yeah, any more questions, Sunil, for me?
Not really. Like, yeah, I'm still looking forward to that 90% which you spoke, because I was more excited when you said, because this is pretty much really good actually. I mean, I have
Yes,
seen
yes, yes, yes.
few different tools where we can do all this inspect and everything, but this gives a lot of support in that, and then people will definitely get some or other kind of benefit out of that. And like as I said, I'm still excited and will wait for you again for your next upcoming features on this.
Sh- Sure, sure, Sunil, sure. And yeah, definitely I will give the demo and I will come back again. Will come back
Yeah,
again on your channel, and definitely I will
sure.
show all those features which are coming before launching it, the next version. And I mean, those viewers who are watching, I would like one more point I would like to add here. Like when these people like Sunil, those who are making and helping you guys, bringing such kind of tutorials, getting the people like me and all here on the channel for you guys, it is like a hell lot of effort used to go in the background. It's not an easy job to get people on the channel and to help you guys to get the better videos for you. And in fact, like making one video, you don't like won't believe, because I'm not I mean, not even that much expert, but it's still like I have made so many videos. Like just to make one 10-15 minute video, it took like half day. Sometime it took like whole day. Okay, again
True.
recording, one point got messed up. Again re-recording, making the video. So a lot of effort used to go in the background. So please support guys, like people like Sunil, and please subscribe to his channel and like share about it, so that like people know about, like, and you guys should know about like how much effort is going in the background when we are supporting. Because we people come on the YouTube, search for something, some content, and what we do, like we watch it, and sometimes at some point of a small mistake we didn't like it, just we dislike it, or we just avoid it. Okay, our job is done, we our purpose is solved, and then we move on. So I would request like please support community, and that's how we all will grow, and we will support each other.
Right. Yeah, patience is the key, I can say, because I mean, and then I think as compared to like what I can say, like 10 years back, how it was now, it is all changed, because we all are reachable just a click away. Like you talk about any channel, any social media network, we all are available, right?